Hey everybody. Weird. Like while I'm videotaping this, in the video, it actually is like not recording every single time it beeps, like it blinks, like it flashes, you know? Like I could see that it's actually flashing, but it's actually not recording it on this camera. So this isn't really going to be a very informative video, I suppose. That's really weird. I'm watching it with my own eyes and it's flashing consistently, but I'm looking at the phone and it's not. That's bizarre. Anyways, maybe if I could just sort of arrange this over here and it could just sort of be flashing, kind of. Huh. Well, I guess this isn't really going to make a lot of sense if I show you all the fucking spark plug wires. But anyways, it's looking really steady to me. But before, it wasn't looking steady. Yeah, before it wasn't looking steady. Yeah, that one's good. Yeah, that one looks good. Yeah, that one looks good. Yeah, that one looks good too. Yeah. Well, it does to me anyways, with my eyes. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on the camera though, but I'll try and show you. But you see that? That is the same frequency that the... Oh shit, better be careful of these fucking cables. I want to get this all fucked up here. Anyways. But, yeah. Before I got a new distributor cap, there was the old one, the original, and number 5 spark plug was just like flashing, like that rapid flashing when I attached it to the coil wire. So, yeah. I guess that meant that even though I didn't really see any, you know, even though I didn't see any cracks in the cap, even looking at it with the magnifying glass and flashlight, I couldn't see any cracks in it, but I guess there was some that I couldn't see. But anyways, I didn't really think that I'd ever be able to find a new distributor cap, but I just tried anyways. The idle's increased. The idle's increased. See if I can lower it down a little. Oh yeah. Also, I hit a vacuum gauge, but for some weird reason, the vacuum gauge, it acts weird sometimes. Like just a moment ago, the vacuum gauge was all the way down at like I did this big test, right? And like I put the idle down like pretty low, like really low, and then I went unloosened the distributor, and then after that, what I did is I loosened the distributor and then I twisted it either way, until it seemed like it was in a good spot. You know, like the vacuum gauge was at like a maximum steady reading of around, let's say, 25, right? It was still bouncing around like that, but it wasn't completely steady. But I assume that something that's a reading like that, even though the needle's vibrating, it's still like a steady reading. But anyways, it was all the way down here at 25, right? So I turned it to the left and to the right until I got like a maximum steady reading, where it was like maximum and like really steady and not bouncing all over the place, right? And then I tightened down the distributor, and then I shut off the engine, and then I turned the idle mix screw on the carburetor, that one, which is not the one that's connected to the throttle plate, you know. So I tightened down this one all the way until it was completely closed, and I was really gentle because you don't want to be too rough with it. And then I backed it out 1.5 turns. And then when I did that, I also went back and I looked at the vacuum gauge, and it was around like 28 or something like that. And then I like turned the screw until I got like a maximum steady reading, but it was like this, right? Like you can see how it just kind of like bounces around a little bit, but it's not going like way over here, way over there. So I assumed that that's what steady means, unless of course I did it wrong and it's not supposed to be moving at all. But anyways, and I don't know what's up with this gauge either. Like, look at it. And like you shake it around and then it kind of like moves over there. See, before it was over in pressure, now it's in vacuum. I don't know, maybe this thing's busted. It might be. It's new, and it kind of fell off that coolant hose there and landed on the valve cover. So I don't know if it jarred it, but it wasn't that far of a drop or anything. But anyways, yeah, that was the maximum steady vacuum readings that I got when I did the fine adjustments with the screw, and also with the other screw as well, with that screw as well. So I did that one, and then I did this one, right? And so that, you see, like the vacuum gauge is jumping around all over the place. I wonder if that means if I have a vacuum leak. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really seem. And now it's going way over there. Yeah, now look at it. Well, I don't know what to say about that other than it's probably broken. Anyways. Idle around 1,000, eh? Jeez. I wasn't 1,000 before. It was really, I swear to God, it was like 800. I'm going to turn the screw out a little bit. Try and lower down the idle a little. Yeah, now it's kind of bouncing around a little. The more I turn it down, the more it's bouncing around. Okay, now I'm going to start turning it back up again. Maybe that's it. That's not steady though. Goal is apparently to have maximum steady readings. I wonder if I should not be concerned about what the RPM is. Huh. Now I'm turning it out quite a bit, lowering the RPM. Now the vacuum's dropping. Okay, now I'm going to turn it back up. Now the RPM's going back up, I can hear it. I don't really get it. Maybe the method I'm following is just confusing me. .800 RPM. I think that's kind of like what your idle should be. Like your idle should be around like under 1,000 for sure. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Anyways. All right, everybody. Yeah, so I put the other car back on, and I swear to God, this engine loves this carburetor. It sounds so nice. It sounds so happy. I took off that other Carter YF clone. The reason why it took me so long to do that is because this gasket here, I needed to get a new gasket, and I thought I needed to buy one, but I couldn't find one. What it was is it was like a thick gasket. It was like 2/16 of an inch thick, and this is only 1/16 of an inch thick, and I thought that I definitely needed to have that thick gasket on there, but it's kind of running like I don't. And when I talked to the guys over at the Weber website, they told me, yeah, this is the part number for the gasket that you need, and it was that thick. So I just put it on, and whatever, you know, and it works. It's fine, you know. But yeah, anyways, this is what the gasket that was underneath the YF looked like. I mean, look at it. Look at all that like black crap that was in the gas. Yeah, either the gas wasn't being burned and it was being shot back up into the carburetor because of bad timing when I didn't put the distributor back on properly, or that must have been what happened. But anyways, that's over and done with. This is the way that it is. I put on the new distributor cap. It doesn't seem like it's missing anymore. It seems like it's happy. It doesn't make that like shuddering. Like every once in a while the whole engine would just like shudder. It'd be like gish, gish, right? But it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that anymore. It just kind of like shakes and vibrates the way that it normally should, I guess. Man, that muffler, that's awful. And see, look, the vacuum gauge will change. You know, it'll change. You know, maybe it changed because I didn't have the vacuum advance for the distributor hooked up. Maybe it did. I'm gonna write that down. Well, actually, no, I already have that written down. Alright guys, I'm going to finish making some more templates, do some more welding. Alright, thanks a lot everybody. 1958 AMC Rambler Super, part 100 and, I don't know. Alright, thanks a lot everybody, bye bye. Alright. Everything is fine. Apparently. For the most part. It really is. I love that smell. Smell of oil. You can hear all the oil like draining back down into the internals of the engine and like into the oil pan. And if you're really quiet, you can hear the oil gurgling in the oil filter. Yeah. Alright everybody. It's a good day. Good day for me and the Rambler. Alright. Bye-bye.